Hello everyone, I'm Alicia. Welcome to my Beautiful Nights channel. For this video, I have a huge seed bead haul to show you guys from Mercari. I got a whole bunch of name brand stuff. Check, Miyuki, Toho, Mill Hill name brand, which I believe is Japanese seed beads, which is pretty much Toho seed beads, same thing. And a lot of these aren't labeled on what the size is or what brand they are, but I can usually tell by looking at the bead if it's check or not, just by the shape, or if it's Toho or Miyuki, because I've been beading for over 20 years now, and playing with seed beads all the time, you could see a difference in the seed beads, even if they're a cheaper, junky name brand, you know, like, just they're not going to be uniform. So anyways, I bought a lot of stuff from this lady I found on Mercari, and I'm going to tell you the story of how I came by this. I get asked all the time because I've done huge Mercari hauls for you guys, showing you guys some of the amazing deals you can find on Mercari. I've gotten amazing antique vintage finds in there that I've never been able to get before, because I buy most of my beads brand new, and now I've been beading for so long, I'm actually into looking for vintage, antique, old stuff like that. Jade and things is what I've gotten a lot of jade from Mercari. But so here's a story of how I came across this haul here. So I've been wanting seed beads. I've been needing seed beads. You know, it comes to a point when you've been beading for a while and you feel like you don't have seed bead colors in your stash that you could mix together anymore, because you've already done all those color combinations. So that's what I do. So I'm like, okay, it's time for me to get more beads, which I just recently did a bead haul. I got a whole bunch of seed beads. I don't know if you saw it or not. You can go back to my YouTube channel, go to videos, and look down, and you'll see a seed bead haul from me where I got a whole bunch of Czech seed beads. I got Picasso seed beads I bought online from an Etsy seller, and I also got from Aurora Crystals. I got from multiple places, and I was really happy with everything that I bought. But I went on to Mercari, and what happens is when you're in Mercari, okay, and you search for something, Mercari saves that search, and when you go to For You page and likes, it shows you things that you've looked for in the past, and there will be a number there beside that thing you looked for. So it popped up, you know, there's a whole bunch of seed beads posted, like 10 people posted seed beads. So I clicked on it, and I saw that someone had posted full tubes of Miyuki check, you know, Toho seed beads. It was 27 tubes for like 40 bucks, and a whole bunch of Mill Hill, the little Japanese seed bead packs. And so I clicked on the picture, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Like, these are full tubes, and some of these beads are striped seed beads. For me to get those right now would be like $6 at the least, up to like $10. Some of these places that I shop at, they're very expensive striped seed beads, and I'm always looking for striped and Picassos, because I love those, man. They're so awesome. And so anyways, I liked her post, and then I went to her picture. If you scroll down, go to their click on their profile, and it will take you to their, like, it's like their shop, okay? And you'll see all of the things that that person posts. So she had 2 other seed bead posts of just like the first one that I found, and they were priced differently, because some she had more tubes and some she had like more of the Mill Hill packs in there. So anyways, she had 3 posts of seed beads in tubes, and some were in the Mill Hill packs, like I said, and I think one of them had like 27 seed bead tubes, and these tubes are big, okay, up to 6 inches long in some of these tubes. They're pretty big, so like 4, 5, 6 inch tubes, and they're like all full. There's some of them might have some beads missing, but most of these tubes of seed beads are full. And she said how much she had paid for all of this, but I think a lot of this stuff is very old. Like some of these seed beads I saw on a Mill Hill pack, it said 1993, so maybe that's what she paid for some of these back in the day, like $3 for a tube of striped seed beads. But right now, there's no way that I can find striped seed beads for $3 anywhere online. That's crazy. So I contacted her first, and I said, hey, can you bundle for me? And she didn't reply back to me for hours, and she had just posted these items, and I knew that this was going to sell, because she was selling it for a pretty cheap price, and I thought, you know, maybe she's doing something, that's why she can't get back to me. So I'm like, heck with it. The people were starting to make offers on it, because you can make offers. Sometimes you don't have to buy the item that they're selling it for at that price. You can make an offer and they can accept it or decline your offer. And so I just wanted her to bundle. I was going to pay the prices that she was also offering them for, because she had a great deal. But a lot of time went by. I think it was like 6 hours. Like, I can't handle it no more. I'm going to lose out on this deal. So I bought all 3 of them, which means they all came in 3 separate packages. I had to wait for them all to come to me. And I had to pay shipping for each of them. But the shipping she had on there was very low. It was like $3.65 or something like that for shipping. So I bought all 3 of them for her, and then the next day she posted another horde of seed bead tubes, and she said that it was her last, the title was the last of the seed beads that she had. So I bought all 4 bundles, and together, doing all the math, it's about $165 in beads. And I know that these beads that I got from her would be way more today, because a lot of these tubes are very old. But today, to get some of these seed beads, they would cost way more than what she sold them to me for. So I apologize for talking so long, but that is the story. And I feel like I need to be more informative with you guys, so you don't have to ask as many questions. And by the way, I will have a link for Mercari down there below. Scroll down, you'll see show more, click that. The description bar will open up, and then I will have a Mercari link there. And if you click on that link with your cell phone and you download the app, the Mercari app on your phone, by that link, you will get a $10 coupon. And you can get $10 off a purchase, and it doesn't have to be beads. You could buy anything on there. You could buy a mixer if you wanted to, a suitcase, whatever you wanted, sheets, whatever. And if you don't want to spend any money, you can find something that's like $5 and $3 to ship, and you would get that item for free. You don't even have to put your payment information in. As long as you put in your address so it can get to you, that's it. Alright, so I didn't look really closely at everything that I got from her, because what happened is I had a lot of stuff going on that came in the mail, and I just kind of opened the packages to make sure that she sent me the things she was supposed to send me, because I have to, what's it called? I have to let Mercari know that I received my package and everything went well. I had the rater, that's it, I had the rater. So I had to do that, and I didn't get to look at everything really closely, but it looks like everything that was in the pictures I got. So here are some of the Mill Hill packs, and these are their bugle beads, and I did not know they had such amazing quality bugle beads. Like, when I go through my bugle bead stash, all of my bugle beads have really sharp edges that cut thread. And if you look closely at these have very rounded edges. Do you see that? Like, they are good quality. And also, I'm trying to figure out, see that right there? 1993. I'm trying to figure out Mill Hill. Where do you get Mill Hill seed beads? Because I've always got them used from somebody else. I've never bought them brand new. I did see, though, on Mercari, somebody was posting Mill Hill kits where they were selling seed beads like this. Okay, there would be like maybe 6, 8 of these packs, and an embroidery piece where it was a kit where a Mill Hill kit where you beaded these onto like embroidery, and I did not know that they did that, but maybe that's where these come from, or maybe you can just only get these like seed bead stores. I don't know, I haven't really looked for them online. Wait a second, I have seen these online. Joann's sells Mill Hill online, but I don't usually buy these because they come in such small packs, and I always use large amounts of beads, especially if I really love the color. So here is another color. This is a blue. I don't have this color in my stash, so happy to get that. And then we have this peachy coral color here. I do have this color in my stash, but this one seems a little bit darker. And I do believe that these are all Japanese. That one says 1990. Maybe they're older. Which, I was born in 89, so yeah, it's pretty old. 30 years ago. And this here is black. These are unopened. You could tell right there if it's open or not. All of those are unopened. This one's been opened, but I don't think there's many missing. See that? It's just a little bit lower. Those aren't opened. A lot of these have never been used. These are unopened. This is purple. Super dark purple. It kind of looks like it's brown or black, but it's not. It's dark purple. And then here's more bugles. I'm trying to get to the tubes, by the way. They're underneath of these. Here's more bugles. And again, they have really nice edges. They're not sharp. And I love this color. This color is amazing. And then here are some in red. These are used, obviously. I could totally use these in like fringe earrings though, because they don't call for many bugle beads. I should do a tutorial on fringe earrings with bugle beads. I need to write that down. Anyways, those two colors together are so beautiful. This has like a tanzanite color to me. I love that. And then here's more of the Ceylon. It's like coral, peachy. Here's gold silver line. And then these here, I didn't know that they had these so big. This is unopened, and look at how yellow this is. The packaging, it's very yellow. It's actually like brown. What does this one say? That one says 93. This one says 1990 on the back. I don't know if that's the year it was made. I want to say it is. But those are like 1/0s, I want to say, or 2/0s. It doesn't say the size. You'd think it would. But I'm thinking that those are just galvanized. They gotta be, because the Duracoat galvanized came out, you know, not too long ago. So those there probably won't have a permanent finish. They're gonna be clear underneath. And then almost to the tubes, guys. And then here is hematite color. Those are used. I have a ton of those though. I have a lot of that color in my stash. And then here is orange with a white luster. I really like these. This pack isn't open. And you know, some of them, I'm trying to tap it down. See how much is in there? Some of them seem like they're completely filled and they've never been opened. And then there's some that are like halfway. Like that one's filled and they're open. So that's weird. Maybe they're just all measured out at the 4.25 grams. This is pretty. It's more pink than peach. I like that color. And then more bugles. These are black. I have a ton of black bugles, like it's sickening. I have way too many. And then this color is amazing. So there's 500 beads in here. I wonder who counted those. McGregor's. I want to look that up. That store right there, McGregor's. Some of you might have even shopped at this store. This one says 1992 on the pack. Alright, here's another tube, or another packet. This is cyan color. This one does have less grams. See that? It says 3.10 grams. Right? And now we're going to go to some tubes. And by the way, I still have more of these packs left. There's a lot of these packs. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to store them. Because I do have, I think, 2 of those packs in my entire bead stash. And I would like to stand these up or something. They actually take up less space like this. Or maybe empty them into those little tic-tac containers. But I don't even think that they would fill those. So I'll have to figure that out, how I'm going to store those. And I'm not crazy about those containers. I might put them in the teeny tiny 1-inch baggies, because they would take up less space that way, and just have them all marked that those are Mill Hill or something. I don't know. Anyways, moving on. Here are some more. Ridiculous. Okay, so here are striped seed beads. I've never seen this color in matte. I've only seen this in shiny, but it is matte. Look how pretty. And the tube is a little beaten up, so I'm gonna pop the top and take a look at them. That kind of looks like it's blue. To me, maybe it is black. I don't know. I do have lotion on my hands. Ah, I dropped it. Anyways, I love these. I think these are 6/0s. It's not marked. I'm gonna go get the runaway beads. I will be back. I am back, and I could not find the missing beads, so I will have to look for that later. And these here are just so gorgeous. These beads are first ones I saw, because you had to click on the picture to really see what there was, the colors. But I saw these from the distance when the picture was small, and I instantly knew they were striped, and these made me want to make the purchase. So I love those, and these are incredible. This color is so pretty, and because these are older, I am thinking that these might be dyed, so they might not be a permanent finish. These could be clear underneath a dyed bead. But $2.25. These are 8-ohs. There's no way we could get this amount. I think this is a 6-inch tube, so there's probably like 30 grams in this tube, and I've never seen this price for seed beads anyways. But I think this stuff's like 30 years old. But isn't that color epic? It's like a pomegranate. It's so gorgeous. And this color here, I have wanted this color for the longest time. This tube is $5. This is the biggest seed bead tube. It is huge. Is it bigger than that one? Yes. So I don't know what this is. It's like 7 inches or something. It is huge. And it's that milky pink with the silver line. And I don't know if this is a dyed or if it's actually this color, because I have vintage Venetian seed beads which are very, very old, and they are all the way through. This color is all the way through. They are not dyed or coated anyway. They are this color all the way through, but they don't have a silver line, and these do. And I think that these are Miyuki. Looking at the shape of the bead there, it's pretty uniform. It doesn't have that roundness that check has, and so I think those are Miyuki. And those are 11s. And then here are some 6s, and I think these are check by the shape. That's a very pretty color mix. Isn't that pretty? I like that. And then this color here, I love this color. I believe these are check because they have that squished roundness to them. And that's $2.20. Those are 6-ohs. So I love those. I don't have any of these colors, by the way. I will tell you the colors I have when I get to them. So it was kind of weird how this worked out, because most of these colors I don't own. This here is Toho, because when you look at the bead, it doesn't have that like perfect shape. The bead's a little taller. Some of them are shorter, but see how most of them are like taller? And it's sort of cylinder, but not cylinder like a Delicas. It's not quite like that, but I believe this is a Japanese seed bead. It's a pretty color. I don't have that color either. This color is epic, and I don't know if it's color lined. I think it is. I would open it, but I'm gonna lose them. I think it's color lined green. It's very pretty. It makes me think of jadeite glass. And these are 11-ohs, and they have square holes, so these might be Toho because of their shape. And then these, I think these are Miyuki. These are hot pink silver lined. Look at that. So this is hot pink. This is the milky pink. And then this one here is like a pomegranate color. Aren't those pretty? Those are so pretty. And then we have mixtures here. These are check. Definitely check. Rainbow there. These have an AB matte. And then these are just matte. Transparent matte. And this color is definitely check. I have this same color. This one's matte, but mine's shiny, and it's called Eggshell. It is a beautiful color. It can be used with so many things. It's a creamy, beigey color. It's really pretty. And these here are AB finished. So this was just matte striped, right? But these have an AB finish on them. It says $3. This one says 6-oh. I can't believe that back in the day these beads were that cheap. Look at how gorgeous. Oh, and see the color difference there? See the AB finish? There is a, I'll show you this color. So I have something similar to this, and I bought beads that look similar to these, but mine, they're AB. It's like the red stripe with AB on it, but mine are more flashy, and I paid like $10 a tube from a online bead store. It's a small owned business, so I don't mind paying the extra money. But the AB finish, these here would probably be $10 also at that place. But they didn't have that. They just had this red color with the AB on it. But these here too, I can't believe I got those. So gorgeous. The stripes, they're amazing. And then here are some matte amethyst purple silver line 6Os. And here are some transparent blue. These look like they are 10Os. And it's a little dark, so I can't really see the shape. I think these might be Toho. So if they are Toho, then they're not 10Os. They probably are 11Os. And 11O Tohos are closer in size to check 10Os. And here are some more striped. These are AB finish. I love those. And this color here is so epic. I think these are Miyuki. This is in a transparent brown that has an AB finish. It's matte and silver lined. So there is a lot going on in this bead. And I think I tried getting these from Aurora Crystals and they didn't have them in stock because I use colors like that a lot. And I have this in, not the matte, but the shiny in 11Os, but they're not good quality. They're very poor quality, but I use them a lot, and so I wanted to get them in Miyuki, and I couldn't find them. But those are 8s. And these here, I think these are Miyuki. This is Cyan color AB transparent red, which is Cyan. Cyan's an orangey red. Those are 11s. And then look at these striped seed beads here. These are so epic. 6Os, these are check. It seems like most of the striped seed beads are check. Those are so pretty. It says $2 on the tube. That is so cheap. So I think what she did when she sold these, she marked them half of what she paid for them like 30 years ago. And here are some more. These are silver lined. Oh, these are triangles. Okay, I gotta open this because I want to make sure. Yes, they are triangles. So I have to figure out who makes these because I have some triangle beads and I don't know who makes them. I don't know if it's Miyuki, but those are silver lined. It's like a 6O size. And then these. So these are either 1Os or 2Os. They're not check because they're not rounded. Checks are very round and even squashed. But these here, I don't know what these are. They're matte in color. They have more of a Toho shape. And I don't know if Toho goes this big because I've never seen them. But those are cool and I would definitely use those because I like doing big seed beads on leather cord and stuff. Here's more green. I love that green. This is like an olivine green. I have this green in Super Duos and I just love it so much. And then here is a metallic color, and this is probably not going to be permanent because these are older. They don't back in the day when they did stuff like this, they didn't have permanent finishes, and that's what's going on today. They're making metallics permanent now. They're figuring out how to do that. So these might discolor when I go to use these. So I have to keep them away from water. And when I make a piece of jewelry with these, I have to store it in a baggie. So it keeps this color to it. But those are pretty. It's a bronzy gold. It looks very vintage. And there's a bunch of these. Here's 3 tubes. We might find more throughout the box. They are pretty. Very pretty. And then, look at this green. This is so pretty. I think these are Miyuki because of their shape. It's an AB transparent silver lined green. It's like a peridot green. Gorgeous. I hope these don't roll. Maybe I should turn them like that. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. And then here are some bugle beads. These are like 6mm. Now, see, these here have the sharper holes. Do you see that? So, these might be like Miyuki. $1.50. It's kind of a teal color. I don't know if my camera's showing that. And then look at this. So I told you how I love the milky one, right? In pink. Here it is in purple, and this is a 6-0. And I definitely think that these are dyed, because if you look at them, the color, see how it looks blotchy? Do you see that? Those are so pretty though. That purple, it's gorgeous, and I love purple and green together. Here is another green. This is Luster, and did I have this color earlier? No? Right there. This one's darker. Yeah, I thought this was the same, but that one's darker. And then we have some 6-0s, and these look exactly like the vintage Venetian seed beads I have. Their shape, their color. The vintage Venetian seed beads, I noticed that they're opaque colors. When you look at the color, it's opaque, but when you look closely at it, it's not a solid opaque all the way through. You could see like a mixture of light and dark. So with these, I see that light and the dark color in it. And it even has some of that like gritty sand stuff that are in the holes. So I think these might be vintage Venetian. They look, and I have this color in 8-0s in vintage Venetian. And then we have this like mint green here. I think these are Miyuki or Czech. It's Miyuki or Czech. It's a huge tube. And we have some transparent emerald green AB. Those are beautiful. I think these are Miyuki. And here are some more stripes. These are so bizarre. I've never seen this one anywheres. This is yellow, green, red striped 6-0 seed bead, but it has an AB finish on it. It just looks so bizarre and awesome. Whenever I use beads like this that are just so epic, I feel like I have to use them alone in a piece, because when I use them with other things, it's just too much. And to really show their beauty off, I like to use them by themselves. And this, by the way, I saw this tube when I was unloading this the package of these. And it says, Deva Beads and Trade, $3. So I looked up this, and this is a bead store, an online bead store. And you can go look at them themselves. They have some really unique stuff. Deva Bead and Trade. It's an online bead store. Okay, and moving on. These here, I'm trying to figure out these. So, these are, I know there's big delicas. Okay, but these are like hexagon. It's like a hexagon delica. They're pretty perfect. They don't have sharp edges. Isn't that cool? They have huge 1mm holes. I could probably use these with cord if I wanted to. I probably will use them with cord because the holes are so big. But they're pretty neat. I like the color too. This color is epic. I think this is Czech. This is a dark red that has an AB finish over it, and then it's matted. And I gotta open this. Just gotta be careful. I gotta show you how incredible it looks. Oh, you know what? I almost bought this color on Shipwreck Beads years back. It was called Mahogany, I want to say. And they had sold out. So I didn't get them. But I was going to get these in either 10-0s or 11-0s. Epic color. And then here are some more of these. Which, is this the same as, yeah, right there. So I think I have 3 of those. And I don't know what those are. They're very cylinder in shape. Here are some more green. This is a silver line transparent AB. I think those are Miyuki. And continuing on, this color is really cool. It's like apricot, $4.25, silver lined. That's pretty. It's not gold. It might look gold on camera, like that amber gold color, but it's not. It's a peachy, pink-like. And we're like less than halfway through the box, by the way. Here's more of these. I think I already saw this color. I have it in shiny and matte. I love both of them. Peridot is my birthstone. And then these are like 2Os or 1Os. And I do have a little sizing thing here. I bought from Shipwreck Beads. And they sent me this little card. No wait, this is Check Beads exclusive. Yeah, so Check Beads exclusive, buying from them. They sent me this card here that has a sizing chart for seed beads. So you just set the seed bead hole up on it to see what size it is. Isn't that cool? Now I have seen when you're trying to figure out what a size of a seed bead is, where you string them and then you measure them, something like that. But then I saw somewhere that was wrong. That in order to find out seed bead sizes, you have to put them whole up in a line and then you measure that. Something like that. I don't know, there's an article on it I saw a long time ago and I kind of forgot. But I kind of just memorized by looking at the bead what it is because I use them so much. This is very pretty. This is a color line clear blue. So the bead's actually clear and there's a blue lining in it. I think those are either Miyuki or Czech. I want to say the Miyuki. And then more of these gold ones. And that tube's halfway. And as you've seen, all of these tubes have been pretty much full so far. Just about all of them are full. Here's more of those really cool hexagon looking beads. And you know what I might do? Sometimes when I have a lot of the beads that are the same color, like I think I have 3 tubes of these, what I do is I empty these tubes into one container so they're all together, because it's kind of silly to have like 5 tubes of the same color. And then I take these tubes, and they're not labeled, and I put something in them that I only have a little bit of that fills the tube. Make sense? Look at these. These are 8Os, red striped seed beads. I don't have this size. They are so gorgeous. And by the way, this is what the seed bead looks like before they do the AB finish and they mat it. So these are actually the same. This is just after they treat it, in case you didn't know. And then we have orange luster. I think these are Miyuki. They look pretty darn uniform. I don't have that color. And then there are cubes. These are Miyuki cubes and Peridot. How much is that? $2.25. Oh my gosh. So I went on a hunt for Miyuki cubes because I wanted to do a square stitch bracelet. I did a tutorial on it back in the day. And I wanted to decorate the top of it with big flat check beads that were like coin shaped. Do you guys remember that tutorial? Maybe I can find a picture and put it up now. Anyway. I was looking for these Miyuki cubes, and they are so expensive. And everywhere I looked, it was like 9 grams, which was not very many beads. So I ended up giving up on doing that. And I went to Hobby Lobby, and they have cube beads. They're not Miyuki. I don't remember if they were Czech or not, but they weren't really bad quality, and I ended up using those and they worked out great. And they are huge tubes. Those come in a square tube that's like this long. It's like that big round. It's huge. And moving on, I can't tell if this is yellow or orange. I think that's a transparent yellow bead. So this color here, well, not this color, but just a transparent seed bead like this is a bead that I don't buy very often because I find this extremely challenging to work with. because it's transparent, you can see your thread through it, but like trying to work this into projects, I don't think it looks all that good. It's kind of challenging for me to design pieces with transparent colors like this. You know what I'm saying? That they don't have a lining in them. They don't have an AB finish. It's just a transparent color. I kind of find it hard to design stuff with that. Unless it's something that you have to have, like a color like that, or I don't know. It depends on the color combinations. It depends on what you're making. But I do find transparent colors challenging. And here are some more. These here are transparent. Green. Those are Ados. Here's more of that awesome green. I love that. So like 3 tubes of those so far. And these, I'm telling you, these are vintage Venetian. They look just like my vintage Venetian. They're so unique. They have the little, see the little sand? There's like sand, like grit in the vintage Venetian beads. I guess it's how they made them or something, but I really think those are the vintage. And these here are so cool. This is transparent with a white line. This tube is a little low. There's missing some beads, but not much. Those are 6Os. Those are really cool. I've never seen that color before. And these, I've never seen these before. This is a check stripe seed bead. It's green, but with yellow stripes. Aren't those awesome? 6Os. It doesn't say the name of where it came from. But I love those. And we're still going. There's still a lot of beads left. And I feel like I need to stop and get a drink because I'm dying of thirst. These are epic. I think these are Miyuki. They're really uniform. They're Ados. It's a dark red AB finish, transparent silver line. They're really flashy. Oh, I want to point out to you something. Let's see. This here. So, do you see these here? This one is not silver lined. This one is. But they both are transparent with an AB finish. Do you see what a huge difference the silver line makes? Do you see that? Pretty cool, huh? I like both. They both have their uses. And here is a gigantic tube of this one in Ados. This is so big. Look at the size. This is a huge tube. I adore this color. I really like that color. I will definitely be using that. And here are some big seed beads. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking that these are Toho. I will have to do some research and see if Toho makes big seed beads. But these have Toho shape. They're like tall. They have a cylinderness like to them. They're I think they're Japanese 1 or 2 seed beads. Sapphire blue. Pretty. Here are some more bugles, and I love me some twisted bugles. Look at that. I barely have any twisted bugles in my stash. I just have mostly the smooth ones, but look at how cool it is. And look at how they're forming in this tube. I've never put bugle beads in a tube. See how they're stacking like that? Looks pretty cool. It kind of looks like pasta. Now I want to eat some kind of pasta for dinner. Wow, this color matches my nails. This is so peachy. I think these are Toho. They have that height to them, that tallness. They're not perfectly uniformed. Which Tohos aren't perfectly uniform, but they're not as bad off as, you know, some junk seed beads. They're still good quality. But I always say this, I use all seed beads. It depends on what I'm making. Here is some luster blue. These look like Toho. I don't have this color. I will let you know when I have one of these colors in my stash. I barely have any of these. And if I do, it's in a different size. This here looks like a pearl finish. I gotta open this, but I don't want to spill it. This is probably not a permanent finish. Doesn't that look pearl-like? Those are pretty. Those are 6Os. They're definitely check. Look at how round Those are check. 6-0. I don't know what that color is though. It's pretty though. Here's more metallic. There's a bunch of these. Maybe 5 of those. 5 or 6. And look at here. Here is another like pearlized. Oh, the top is coming off that one. It's like a pearlized seed bead and a pastel purple. So pretty. Love that. Here's another one. This is like a teal, like a minty, greenish, bluish color. More stripes. Can't get enough of those. And I think that one's AB. Does that one have a name? No. Only one of them said Deva Beads. I'm gonna move my mat here. This is, where'd the yellow one go? This is what a silver line gold seed bead looks like before they put the line in it. This one's yellow. Yeah. So see, that's yellow, and this is usually the gold silver line that you see all the time without the lining. It's just transparent. And then these here, which is I think the mahogany check seed beads. You can find these on Shipwreck Beads if you want them. They are so awesome. I love those. And this is a great color to have in your stash. These are these? Check? These look like they're 10-0 check Silverline brown seed beads. This is an awesome color to have. This goes with so many beads. I love that color. Here are more striped. I can't believe I'm still finding these. Love those. Here's a handful. So we have gray. I don't have this color. It's an 8-0 Silverline gray. And I think these are Miyuki. Those are gorgeous. More striped. It's an AB stripe. And then there's that golden one I was telling you about. And then this is, I think it's opaque brown or red. It's kind of tough with the tube. I think it's like a brick red or brown. 6-0. And those are check. These are Miyuki. This is a gorgeous color. I love it in matte. Wow, that's really pretty in matte. Those are 11-0s. And then this is so bizarre. I've never seen this. I guess it's red with green on yellow stripe, but they matted it, but for some reason it doesn't look so red to me. It looks paler. It looks kind of peachy. And I think these are 10-0s. These are check. $2.75. That's so cheap. These are 6-0, the gray silver line. And we're still going. Here's more of the pearlized. I'm trying to speed up. There's another one. And these are Toho. I really think that these are Toho. They're just big. Because see their shape? They look like the Tohos. That's like the lowest tube I've found so far. More of these hexagon cylinder. It's like a Delica bead. And you know what? These are probably 6-0 Delicas. Because they do sell them. I have seen them. I have a little bit of 8-0 Delicas. They're awesome. I like them a lot. There's more. That color, we have a bunch of those. And here is a twisted, looks like an 8mm bugle, Silverline blue. And oh my gosh, I have another one of these tubes. I thought I only had one. So this pomegranate looking one that I love so much. Beautiful. There's another, the peachy one. Another one of those. It's not Silverline. And this, I've never seen this bead before in my life. It is so bizarre. It is striped. I don't think it's check. I don't think it's Toho or Miyuki. I think this is like a no-name brand. Because they are not perfectly uniform. They're not uniform at all. Actually, they're really bad off. Some are squished. Some are tall. Some are like twisted, all different shapes, but isn't that pretty? I don't know how they made this. This is just so epic. I hope one day I will find a ton of those, because those are just absolutely incredible. I love those. And then we have a Silverline blue. And by the way, that color in there, that is a rainbow iris that's matted with white, and it's striped. Yeah, in case you're wondering, that's a rainbow iris that's matted with stripes. And then we have transparent matte. Now I will say, I'm not crazy about just transparent seed beads like this, but if they're matted, it makes it a little bit easier for me to use them in a project. Especially like ocean themes, because it looks like sea glass to me. And so, yeah, and the frosted, the matte on it hides the thread more because it's matte and it's not completely see-through. So I do really like those. And then we have more of these. I think those were Miyuki. And then more pearlized. And these are purple lined. It's a clear bead with a purple lining. And I think those are Toho. Full tubes. Most of these are full tubes. I'm going to finish the tubes out, and then I'm going to go to the other little containers, because there's a ton of those. Okay, so here's more green. And this one, this is not the same as the other one. This one looks copper. Yeah, so this one's antique. Come on, get out there. This one's antique bronze. See that? And this one that I just pulled out looks like antique copper. Doesn't it? They're gorgeous. And these, I think these might be Toho 6Os. I think so. And then, look at this. It's a glass tube. I have one of these. I have needles in mine because I think it's cute. It's a, you know, a real cork and it's glass. But this is really long. I've never seen one this long, and this just looks like a mix of a bunch of different seed beads. I could tell that these are dyed because some of the dye is coming off of them. But I just think the tube's cool. I like the tubes more than the beads. And then that's another pearlized one. Here is, this is awesome. I don't have this in my stash. This is a 6-0 brown silver line. Those are awesome. Here is AB. I love the AB. AB matted, transparent. Those are fun. And these are pinky peach. And then a dark red. These are pretty. You know why I like these so much? Because they make me think of garnet. Don't they kind of look like garnet? Those are cute. And then this one here, which is the cyan red. So look at the, see how it's orangey red? That's dark red. And it's silver lined. And these have some height. I think those might be Toho. And we're almost done with the tubes. And then we're going to do the other packs. And then there's that mahogany looking one again. So that's awesome. I didn't know I had so many of those. I think I saw 3 of them. And this bead here, this is the most expensive tube in here. $7.50. I don't know what this is called. It's matted, that's for sure. But I don't know if it has a permanent coating or not. It's very pretty. Actually, it looks like the inside of the bead, can you see that? Is yellow. Which I bought from Aurora Crystals just recently, a mustard yellow color that was matted, and inside the bead is yellow, and they do some kind of treatment to it, and it makes the outside have that orangey yellow mustard color. So that's what that reminds me of. And then more striped. These are so tiny. I think these are 10-Os. Is it the same size? Yeah, I think so. I love those. Okay, and then here are, oh my gosh, these are 8-Os. And I had these earlier, same color in 6-Os. I think those are check. I love those. These are really precious. So this bead here is pink, a transparent pink with a pink lining. Can you see that? They are so pretty. I love those. Those are gorgeous. And then here are some tiny bugles. These bugles are really good quality. Looking at the holes, They're not super sharp. They look like they're 5mm matte to the red. That's an epic find right there. I really like those. And then more of these awesome Delicas. And I do think that I will combine, if I have multiples of a tube, I will combine them into a bag or my Surefresh containers for better storage. Okay, now on to the little packs. So there's more Mill Hill, but there's also these, which I don't know. It says in the bottom the size. Gick Crafts. Never heard of that before. This says assorted sizes. Oh, it just doesn't say. Oh, this one says 6.0. Okay, and these look 6.0. These look really uniform, like Miyuki. They look really good quality. See that? And this is sealed. There's a little plastic thing going around there. And if you take the lid off of these, by the way, in case you didn't know, these stack. So you would have to, if you wanted to stack these, you would have to, you know, store the lids somewhere else and just stack them all up. But there's two green, silver line. There's this really pretty, these are 8.0s. Yeah, it's called Daybreak, the color. That's a really gorgeous blue. Love that. And then there's 6.0 silver line gold, which I had said earlier that this is what this bead looks like before the silver lining. So this is actually the same bead, but silver lining and without silver lining. In case you didn't know seed bead colors, hopefully this is helpful to you. Okay, that's what it's all about, information, helping you guys out so you know what you're getting. And this one here, this is 8.0. It's called Duckling, CLO. That's pretty. I don't have that color. That's also sealed. And these are galvanized. These are probably not permanent. And again, I think these are Japanese. It says 1990. That is a gorgeous color, though. You know what I saw back in the day with seed beads like this that don't have a permanent color? I was reading, I think it was Beading Daily, and they had an article and they talked about ways you can preserve your finished pieces after you saw hairspray was one of the ways to do it. You know, spray your necklace or bracelet if you have galvanized seed beads. Hairspray is supposed to help seal in the color, believe it or not, and make it last longer. And I was also wondering if like a spray sealer would work, something like a clear coat maybe. So that's something I would have to look into. This is a purple iris color. Those are gorgeous. More of this peachy color. I have so much of this color in my stash right now, and I find this color so hard to use. You know why? It looks really good in this packaging right there, right? It's beautiful. But when you go to put this color on thread, it is so pale. Like, it's 1/4 of this color. It goes from this pretty, it's a light color, but when you go to string it, it looks even lighter in what you're making. So I find this color challenging to use. And here are some bugles. These have sharp holes. It says $1.99. Does it say the size? Hand wash. That's weird. White opal. Made in Venezuela. That's weird. It doesn't say the size. The color's really pretty though. It's a AB white. And these here, I like these. These are really playful and fun. These are color lined, but the bead is not clear. It's actually the color of the lining, or maybe what's going on is the bead is a transparent pink and a transparent peach with a white lining, and it's making that color pop or something like that. Do you see that? I like those. And then here's more. Yes, those are so pretty. This one definitely has peach lining. It's peach bead with a peach lining. Love those. So see, these here, using these, when you go to string these are going to look the way they are packaged, but using these look different when they're strung. Here's yellow. That's great. I don't have this color. I don't have a lot of these. Here is, this is the only pack like this. And I've never seen this before. Like I have square the Tic Tac like containers, right? That has a flip side. But this one, this just has a well, it's not square, it's rectangle. This just has a cap. It doesn't have a flip top. I think these are check. Dark purple, silver lined. There's a code on there. Okay. Well, almost there. Almost there. Still more. So there's some bugles. Again in that peachy Ceylon color. Here are some transparent brown. It's a great color to have. And I really like that in silver line. Said that earlier. Here is some clear silver line. You know what? I think this confirms those other beads. So, Mill Hill's Japanese seed beads, right? That's what I've always learned, or thought. It says 1990 in the back. So, if these are Japanese, and they're like 1020 seed beads, then these that I found earlier are probably also Japanese, because they have the same shape. See what I'm talking about? I think those are Japanese. And here are some. Is this transparent? I gotta put it up to the light. Yes, these are transparent green AB bugles. Beautiful color. And then we have, what is this? I can't tell. It's black. I thought it was purple. Bugles. Pink Ceylon. Lebanos. White Ceylon. This is a luster white, by the way, not Ceylon. There's white Ceylon, right? And then there's luster Ceylon, which is an opaque white with luster finish. I actually prefer that over the Ceylon. I think it's prettier because it's more opaque. And this comes in different colors. Luster does. Earlier you saw luster 11-os. Green ones, where are they? These. So this was an opaque green that has a luster finish. And it's just a pearly white finish that they put over top. Okay, and then here's more bugles, red. And more of these, which I think I will combine this container with the other one if they're the same. And these bugles here. And oh, there's a tube in here. I didn't see this one. I love that color. So pretty. Really good quality again. They're very smooth holes. Okay. And this here is the last tube. These are 8mm twisted, transparent, silver-lined bugle beads. Those are pretty. Alright, so here is my huge hoard of seed beads. I have no idea how long I've been filming for, but I was supposed to do a third video today. And my throat's killing me. I should have brought a drink in here. And, well, I had a great time showing you guys all of this. This was such an epic haul for me. I'm totally obsessed with striped seed beads, as you can see. I want to collect all the colors, and I'm still finding out that there's colors I've never seen before, like these. And by the way, let me know down in the comments. Whenever I find striped seed beads, they are either Czech Preciosa, okay, that's these, or no name brand, which is these. In my bead stash, I have white and black striped that looks just like these. And I have bought from BB Craft striped seed beads. They have these little rectangle containers that have 8 different colors of striped seed beads at BB Craft. I love those. They're not perfectly uniform, but I still use them for like stringing projects because they work great for stuff like that. Oh, and I just want to show you before I leave, because I have this sitting in front of me. Here are some of the striped seed beads that I got in my last seed bead haul. Do you remember these were all mixed in? I'll show you the picture now. These were all mixed in with all those other seed beads, and I had 8 bags. I don't know if you saw the video or not. You should really go and watch it, because I covered a lot of different places that I get my beads from in that video, and I showed different kinds of beads, and maybe I would be helpful to you, because I also talked about Picasso seed beads and like the best place that I have found to get those, stuff like that. But anyways, these originally were sold at Shipwreck Beads, and they were posted on Mercari. And I bought these from that lady, and I separated all the beads, and these are the only yellow, red, and green beads that were in that that deal that I got. So, and I said too that some of you might think I was crazy for buying so much of those mixed beads, but and I told you guys there could be like 35 different beads and you could have such a small amount of one kind, and that would be like your favorite. And that's kind of what happened to me. Like, it's a good amount, right? It's not a tiny amount, it's a good amount, but I just thought that I wanted to show you these. And where are those other ones? I want to show you this. So this bead and this bead, these are check, are the same bead. These are just matted, and I'm also thinking they might have like an AB finish on them. But isn't that cool? And also, if you want to see, I should probably show you this because you guys actually wanted me to do an ASMR video of sorting these beads, and I didn't want to do it because I thought that those ASMR videos, I think they're weird. I don't know why people watch that stuff. But I did sort all of those beads, and here they are. And I have to put them away. I have not put them away yet. But I think I said I might have like 35 different beads. I think I might have more. There are a lot of the blue and white striped in there. And I found that there was different ones. Like these here are matte blue and white striped. And these here, these are check. These here I think are also check. But they just don't seem like they're perfectly uniform. They kind of seem off. But yeah, I just thought I would show you what the beads look like sorted, because I know that some of you were asking about that. And there's the hearts, the white hearts. Here's the blue hearts. There's a lot of those. And these here, I was going to sort these all by color, but I had such small amounts of them and they were the same exact size. So I just combined them together because they're all the same size, and this is kind of a small bag, because I would probably use them this way more than if they were separated, because it's such a tiny amount. And these were the only 6-0s that I had found. Well, these, and then some of these that silver lined. And these ones here, the cylinder shaped ones, there was a lot of those. And there is white stripes. So yeah, here's all of my CVs, as you can see, and I have a ton of sorting and putting away and organizing to do. And I know that a lot of you want me to continue showing you how I sort and organize my beads. So I'm going to be working on that, and if I come up with some new ways that I haven't showed you yet, then I might do a video. So this is it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, I will leave a link down there for Mercari. Click on the link with your cell phone, download the app, and you'll get a $10 coupon towards a purchase. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video, leave me a comment, subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and make sure you click the bell button so that you get notified whenever I upload new videos. And check me out on my social media sites. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. Thanks for watching.